What is this thing of you? I've heard a lot of people complaining that they're just late 20s or early 30s and still complaining that they're getting old. You're not getting old, yeah? Late 20s, you're just beginning your life. Early 30s, how are you old? You're not old. You're just foolish if you're thinking like that. You are straining your mind on lies. These things are not even true. Nobody is old in their late 20s. Nobody is old in their 30s. Imagine 20 years from now, if you're 30 years old right now, 20 years from now, you'll be 50. And then you will laugh at yourself, that 30-year-old you, that she used to think that she was old at 30. What would you be at 50 in that case? If you're old at 30, what would you be at 50? It makes no sense, yeah. Stop comparing. Stop judging yourself. Why are you putting such undue pressure on your mind on baseless things? What your relatives have taught you, what your friends have taught you. Can't you have a thinking of your own? People keep asking my age too. I don't understand. I mean, how is it going to benefit anyone knowing my age? However old I am, how is it going to make it better for you? It won't make it better for you. Even I used to do that. Even I used to do that. I've corrected my thinking on these things. I've started reading beneficial stuff, things that are good for my mind. And those things really impact you. They impact you for so much good in your life. Just try doing it once. I've just talked about something like this on my Instagram. I discussed about a book. I have it somewhere here because I just shot the Insta reel. This is the book. I just finished reading it. I loved it. It has actually given me so much insight into my own mind, how my mind works, and how I cannot depend on my mind. How my mind is impressionable and it thinks on lines that are not even true. So just, on the side note, talking about early graying, if your hair are turning gray, you have those silver threads. I have a lot of them. It's not a big deal. I've seen 20-year-old girls, boys having a lot of gray hair. It may be because of their genes. Early graying also happens because of your genes. If you have genes like that, it may happen to you. It may not be connected to your age at all. It is the wrong expectations. I will turn 50, I will not have a gray hair in my head. One gray strand I will not have. That is wrong expectation. The moment it appears to you, you're going to be hurt because that was not your expectation. That is not how you wanted things to turn out. Chodo na. Let the time pass. Let things happen. Let everything happen the way it has to happen. You don't have to bother about things that are beyond your control. That's my point of making this video for you. Stop bothering about other people's age and it will definitely impact you for your own good. When you will not judge others, you will not judge yourself. Don't judge others based on their age. And you will automatically not judge yourself based on your age. At least till 50. This idea, this thought, I'm getting old is stupid. It's pure stupidity. Even after 50, you should not feel old. Because your attitude is going to get hampered. Once you start calling yourself old, you will start thinking like an oldie. And don't be that person who's young and yet always crying about being old. Arey, ab to main booda ho gaya hu. Arey, ab to main boodi ho gayi hu. I mean, I've heard people of 32, 33 years saying things like these. Arey, ab to hum boode ho gaye. Kahan se boode ho gaye ho? Pagal ho kya tum? Kahan se boode ho gaye ho? How does it make sense? If 30-year-old is saying things like these, there's no hope for a 50 or a 60 or a 70-year-old you. Till 50, never talk about getting old. At 50, we'll see what and how we have to think. Till then, don't. See, there are both extremes of people. There are people who are just 30 and they think they are already old. And then there are people who are 65, 70, 75 and still feel young at heart. Have you not seen a 70-year-old foreigner woman walking on Himalayan treks? I have seen. Those are people who are living and enjoying their lives even at 65 and 70. when actually your bones are, withering and you're losing control over your body. Even then they are living their life to the fullest, and you are at such an early age, you're still, just cribbing and complaining about things that are not true. We should aspire to be like the latter. People who are 70, 75 and still have such zeal for life, such an attitude, positive attitude, where they want to climb mountains and, achieve and have great relationships and want to fall in love and do all crazy stuff. I mean, we should aspire to be people like those. Then there are people who use age as an excuse to not care for themselves. Now, since I'm 35, 36 year old, now everything is downhill. Why do I need to care for myself? No, you should care for yourself. You should care for yourself, your well-being, your physical, your how you look, your health, at whatever age you are. This is just an excuse you're giving yourself, because it's easy to give excuses. It's difficult to take care. You don't want to take care because you are lazy. You're not old, you're just lazy. Even if people around you are acting old, you don't have to act old. Don't listen to people around you telling you that you're old or getting old, or you should be here by now, you should be successful by the age of 30, you should be married by 28, and you should have a kid by 30. Those are people imposing their ideas of life on you. That should not be and may not be you. You may have your own ideas of life, things that you aspire for, things that you see happening in your life. You need not subscribe to their thought, their ideas of life. Those are theirs. They didn't ask you making those ideas for themselves. Why are you asking them? Just because somebody is more experienced or is older than you does not mean that he or she has to be right. You see older people making mistakes all the time. There's no guarantee that somebody is older has more insight into life or will make better choices with life than you. There's no guarantee, there's no science behind this. Younger people make great choices. Sometimes younger are teaching the older. Age is just a number, it truly is. If you fall into this trap, there is no hope for you. Don't fall into this trap. Don't let anyone tell you that by which age where you should be or what you should be doing with your life. This is your life. Enjoy it. Live it as per you. Make your own ideas. Getting my point? And remember, it's getting so dark. I'll just wind the video up quickly because I did not use any light and it's getting quite dark outside. Just remember, the moment you start feeling old, that is the moment you will start acting like old people. Don't let that happen to you at such an early age, where just late 20s or early 30s or early 40s or late 40s. Don't consider yourself old, because you're not. You are not. Your body is stable, your mind is stable. What you're feeding it is definitely important. Feed it right. And by mind, feeding right would be reading the right kind of books and the right kind of content that you see on internet. Okay, and I'm going to end the video now because it's truly dark. Look at this. If I shut my laptop down, I'll just show you. If I shut my laptop, you will see a lot of light disappearing. So I'll open it up. Alright then, thank you very much. That's all that I had to share with you. I see a lot of people throwing their ideas on me that, okay, this is my age, so this is what I should be doing. But I'm pretty happy doing what I feel like doing. I'm doing okay, and I feel grateful. I feel honestly very grateful that I made a few choices that were away from the normalcy. And I thank God I made those choices. And I hope you've got that courage to take and make those choices for yourself. So that's all for today's video. I hope you learned something. Share your ideas with me in the comments. Tell me what people tell you, what you should be doing at your age. How far behind as per your relatives you are. Let's laugh at all of those thoughts together.